in their own case. Oh, here we go.
Stots.
Oh, U.S. Canada RP to mature.
A lot of
Oh,
80s.
and they have all the logos.
All of them.
All
It's
of
definitely
the
an adult
ratings.
game. Come on.
Console exclusive. But yeah, Microsoft, stop being cowards. Give us an adults-only game. What is this,
Okay.
Redfall? Yeah, this is Redfall.
Rumor has it something's off at the church. There's blood in the baptismal font, and the pastor's gone missing. And my
There's
genius
lots of
plan
things
was
wrong
to
there.
investigate it. Alone.
Yeah, so
Never
this is,
go
I believe,
alone.
the vampire Left 4 Dead
of
game that
course.
they're making.
Don't stress, Layla.
I don't know why,
Next to the gun.
Oh, shit.
yeah. I don't know why vampires are suddenly in vogue, but I'm here for it.
I mean, it's a step up from zombies, so, you know.
Oh, sure.
There's no blood. No, no.
What was that?
Oh, this looks fine. Just fine.
Yeah, you've never been in a church that looks like this? What kind of lame churches are
Yeah.
you going
I've
to?
seen the movement in the dark. I've seen the shadow. I see no
Oh, Lord!
You somehow missed him floating there?
Oh, God.
Yeah, right.
And they can't shoot.
Oh, shit, there's more!
No, great. Great.
So this is the same studio that I think made Prey in 2017. So it's good to see that they're making another game.
Jacob! Oh, thank God.
Come on, let's find the others and beat feet.
I did like Prey. In fact,
Yeah,
I still like Prey.
You know,
I played it recently
Redfall
and
used
it was
to look like
really
it was
good.
straight out of a postcard. A picturesque island off the coast of Massachusetts. The bustling historic downtown. The seafront district. And the old lighthouse. Then, something happened.
Sun.
People started vanishing, and those who didn't sold out. Big time. Fast forward, basically everyone's either a vampire, a cultist trying to become a vampire, or dead. And these aren't just trashy movie vampires. These monsters blocked out the sun and pushed back all the water. Totally cut us off from the outside world. Gotta admit though, if I have to be stuck on an island full of vampires, I'm glad it's with y'all.
Feelings mutual, I guess.
Aw, thanks, Jacob. We've
With
also
an
got
undead
Remy,
eye.
our engineer genius, and her little robot buddy.
She means you, everyone.
Robot.
Who's a good robot? Who's the best robot?
And our resident
Claptrap's
expert on
brother.
all things creepy.
I prefer the term cryptozoologist, but to each their own.
Last but not least, yours truly. I have these weird powers.
The kinetic
We've
threat
been
is
digging for answers, but haven't found much beyond blood and death. Luckily, the vampires and their sycophants aren't discreet about where they like to nest. I'd bet the answers we need are inside those tourist traps turned fortresses.
Well, sure.
Spotted some
Why wouldn't the
bloodsuckers in
vampires
their
live
fan
there?
club near the festival grounds. Let's start there. Ghosting out.
I guess this is less Left 4 Dead and more just a general co-op shooter.
Could go straight
Yeah,
at
looks
him,
like it.
or just slip past.
Let's just get this done. On my mark.
Boom.
This could be really fun.
Oh shit, blood bag!
Not bad.
This one is mine.
Going up.
The guns
I
look
mean, I'd
like-
play it.
Yeah, the guns look solid. The powers look cool. It's an arcane game, so you know there's gonna be like weird powers and shit.
I want to play this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, cool, petrification. Yeah, like,
My
Arcane's
cryptid
always big
hunter's
about, like,
intuition tells
you
me
know,
there's a nest nearby.
weird systems that interact with
that's
each
not a
other in
thing.
cool ways.
Found
so-
something. Oh, now
here
I
for
simply
it.
must go in there.
What is that? Where does it go?
Those are questions, yes.
Some kind of collective
is true.
consciousness. That's impossible.
There's the movie theater.
Vampire hive
I used to
mind.
come here
Let's go.
all the time. Why'd they have to mess this up for me? Ah, shit.
It'll collapse any second.
Run!
At least it's nice. Pardon.
I was gonna say, I can't see playing this alone.
Yeah, like it definitely seems like one of those games that like, oh, you can play alone, but like you have so much more fun if your friends are here.
Yeah. Or, you know, hard mode if you go solo. And Game Pass.
Yeah.
Getting it hard right from the start.
Next year.
Because Arcane, I believe, is owned by Bethesda, which is, you know, obviously now.
Yeah.
But... Silksong, please give me a release date.
Here we go. Bug
I'm
life.
so excited. I've been waiting like 2 years for this game.
I'm not a side-scrolling gamer, and I'd never play it, but it does look cool.
Oh
It
yeah.
has always looked cool.
I was more impressed, like, Team Cherry made a Kickstarter and made a really good Metroidvania for 3 people, and it costs $15 and can last like 20 hours. It's like, that's just a good deal. I have seen plenty of, like, legit criticism of like, how Hollow Knight plays, but, like, hoping those will get rectified. I still really enjoyed it. But, like also the animation just looks really good.
I mean, I'm willing to forgive a little bit for a 3-person team. Not so much when it's a 40-person team, but
Yeah. Please give me a release date. Oh, come on.
Release date.
It's fine. It'll come out when it's ready, I'm sure.
world premiere.
Ooh. Console launch exclusive. I mean, it's PS5 eventually.
Selling humans is drugs.
Oh, it's,
You're the only one that can stop them. Realize we're gonna have to take out the
What the fuck is
entire
this gun?
alien drug cartel.
Justin Roland is your gun.
You're just gonna leave me here in what, space?
Everybody lives in space, including you. All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
Hey, why
All of your guns are alive.
How about a little
This
dinner
is
first
great.
and a bubble bath maybe first? Look at us, blasting away.
This could be really stupid, which is
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's one
Squanch
of my
game, so it's probably
children.
gonna be
They
really
die
stupid.
fast. Don't worry, it's easy to make more.
It's definitely targeting the, like, preteen, young teen market.
Stab, stab, yes, more, I need more stabbing.
I really like the game's art style. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of like this weird, like,
Everyone,
I guess, like, it kind of reminds me of, what's it called? It's like Sunset Overdrive. It's like realistic, but it's like also like very stylized. Like this really stylized form of hyperrealism.
Well, now I can.
So
Ion
weird.
Life.
So weird.
October 2022. It looks like it might be fun.
Welcome to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. Today, we're doing something we've never done before. For the first time ever, our entire show is focused on games you can play over the next 12 months. You're gonna see more gameplay than we've ever had in a show.
Hey, that's good.
Industry-defining racing experiences,
90
gripping
minutes
narratives,
of games we
compelling
can play
strategy titles,
in the next year.
and
For
my
that.
favorite, the most anticipated open world RPG of the last
Unless they
20
get delayed, of
years. All playable in the year
Oh.
ahead. And the best part is, with the Xbox, you'll be able to play those games in more ways than ever before. You can play on your console, PC, or on the go with
I do
Xbox
like
Cloud
that this
Gaming.
kind of
You can
addresses
play with
the
who you
problem
want,
of
where
this
you
game will
want,
come
and
out
when you want.
eventually.
Today, we're going to show you more than
Soon
30
TM.
titles that are coming to Game Pass. And that is on top of the hundreds of titles
Like, that's
coming
the
to
big
members
frustration
over the
of like
next
Sony
year.
events. It's like usually it's like here's this game
Our
that's coming
next
in like
announcement
3 years.
shows that the
and it's like,
benefits
Yeah,
of
or
Game
7
Pass
years.
go well beyond
Yeah.
the console. We are thrilled to be working with an iconic team that has built some of the most played, most
do like
watched franchises
seeing a
in the
hint of the
entire
future.
world.
But
And now,
I do like games I
all
can play
Game Pass
too.
members will be able to unlock the benefits for these incredible games on PC and
I think like half a
mobile.
year is good.
For over
Oh,
a decade,
mobile, interesting.
players have created a
So
thriving
like a-
culture of competition and creativity around our
They,
games.
they're
From
doing the
clutch plays
whole
with friends to
um,
unforgettable moments in esports to
streaming
amazing
system
creations that have
thing
blown our minds.
to play
Our community has
all games
continually
on
taken
mobile.
Riot Games
For a second,
to
I
new
thought it's
heights.
like, oh, this is going to be
Today,
like a competitor
we're
to
proud
like
to
Pixel
invite the
Pass
Xbox
or, like,
community into that world.
Apple,
We're bringing our
Apple-
biggest PC
the
and
Apple
mobile
Arcade,
games to
and I'm
Game
like,
Pass.
how are you going to do that?
Subscribers will unlock
But-
every champion
Not
on
really.
League
This would
and Wild Rift,
Yeah, no.
all
I
Valorant
get-
agents,
I forgot about
select
the
cards in
streaming.
Legends of Runeterra, and Little Legends in Teamfight Tactics.
Okay, that's
And that's just
a
the start.
pretty compelling
Thank
offer.
you for coming on this
if you're
journey with
into
us,
Riot Games.
and welcome to Riot Games.
Riot Games is games. Is this new Valorant hero? Oh no, it's just a trade. Yeah, I have friends who would literally sub to Game. I'm betting would sub to Game Pass. Literally, just like here's every League hero for like what, $10 a month? How much is Game Pass now?
something like that.
I wonder if it's like restricted to Game Pass Ultimate, because that would be probably a big seller.
Definitely we consider that like the first 1 to 3 months are like basically free.
Yeah.
I like the music. I don't like the
Yeah,
games,
I'm
but
not. Nah.
Yeah, like League is fun with friends, and Valorant can be fun with friends too. But I've never really been one for them, like solo personally. I'm hoping the fighting game will be good at least. Runeterra's okay.
I'm not really for card games, so
No, that's fair. I'm not the biggest card game person, but Runeterra's a good like turn off my brain and just like watch the pretty animations play game for me.
I did like the Arcane TV show.
Oh yeah, that was just good TV, period. Not enough Valorant agents to justify it. Sure, but I'm sure they also mean all future Valorant agents. So that's like the point, is like the idea is like, well, it's everything that's here and everything that will come in the future. And that's what they're offering, and it's like Microsoft wants your money. And I guess subscriptions are gonna keep getting bigger, it seems. So I
Actually-
would love to know, it's like, is that Game Pass normal or is that Game Pass Ultimate? Like, can I just get one tier of Game Pass and I get all of that, or do I need to get Game Pass Ultimate specifically?
It's hard to say.
I'm
They'll
so
tell you
nervous
though.
here.
They didn't tell me
Hugo.
there though.
Yeah, not
not
there,
dead yet.
obviously. But like,
Eventually.
if you look at it right now and see about the different levels, you'll see things like
The
them
macula's not
offering
just in Hugo's blood. It concerns everyone.
Marvel Unlimited for
And it can change everything.
the highest tier, the ultimate. So you just get Marvel Unlimited as part of Xbox Game
Remember,
Pass.
no more killing soldiers. No
Yeah.
more killing us.
Is this the sequel to that one rat game that I forgot the
Yep.
name of?
Yep.
Cool. That was a cool little thing.
There's a killer around here. One of our men has been murdered.
It's a Plague's Tale, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I heard it was good, but I never played it. It looks pretty.
I'm not a fan
You're
of
only
stuffed
making it
games,
worse.
so...
Amicia, don't.
That's fair.
Which is ironic.
I'm
If
tired
I
of being
can
afraid.
default to combat,
I'll show them
I don't
that
mind
it's
them.
over.
But,
See, they're nothing to be scared of. Which one not
that's
I-
atheista.
I'm always a fan of push you into rats, and the rats just fucking launch you to death.
Do it.
You can do this in the Source game in a couple of ways.
Oh, you can control the rats. That's pretty sick. Plague's Tale Requiem.
And of course on Game Pass. So,
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because Microsoft owns it. I imagine in a couple years we'll see a bunch of Blizzard and Activision games here too. Copyrighted music, my favorite.
it's a plague.
It's like, it'd be one, I just wish like they would just give you a stream where it's like, hey streamers, if you want to co-stream this, just use this link and this will like filter out all the copyrighted music so that you don't potentially get DMCA. But like Twitch has started to improve things a little bit, so I'm not too worried. And I'm not like gonna get upset about having to delete this because it's not like my main content, I guess.
I don't really mind. As long as they don't, take my channel down for it.
Like it's like I didn't choose to put this in here. Whoever owns this song, the thing I'm co-streaming did. They have not said please don't co-stream this because copyrighted music. I have no way of knowing what's coming up in this.
Yeah.
Forza
Like, I am not
Motorsport
trying
is
to
back.
take your money
I'm Dan
and steal
Greenwald,
your
GM of
IP.
Motorsport. And
I
I'm joined
actually
by
had
Chris
to clip
Sasaki,
like
creative
44
director at Turn 10.
seconds out of
Forza is known for its photoreal beauty and
yesterday's
state-of-the-art
stream
immersion. Built from
to
the
get
ground
around
up to showcase the
a
Xbox
block
Series X
for
and
one
S
of them.
consoles, including techniques like real-time ray tracing on track. This is the most
I liked
technically advanced
Horizon.
racing game
I'm not really
ever
a
made.
motorhead, but
Today, we're excited to
I like
show
Horizon.
you the all-new
Yeah, I
Forza
think one of
Motorsport.
my friends is gonna really like new
Welcome to
racing
Maple
games.
Valley.
Which is funny because you can't drive.
This track has
Wish
been
they
a fan
enforced the rules
favorite since the
consistency,
original
same.
Motorsport launched back in 2005.
Like I haven't been DMCA'd yet, but
For the
it
first
does
time
suck
in
that
Forza
tons of people are
Motorsport,
just like,
fully dynamic time of day
I don't
brings
understand
Maple
what I'm
Valley
getting
to life
DMCA'd for.
in stunning detail.
Yeah.
What you are seeing is an in-engine gameplay demo presented using a single camera
This
with
is
no
really
cuts.
impressive.
Let's jump in.
does
with
look
the
nice. Very nice. Horizon looks a little worse, only because there's some weird graphical hitches that I see. But
Yeah, that could just be because it's not done yet. But who knows?
We've completely overhauled the driving experience. This
It's
includes
crazy
a
how far we've
48
come with
times
rendering just
improvement
like
in the
cars.
fidelity of our physics simulation.
You know, like I can see the individual LEDs in the like brake lights.
Let's advance time of day
that
here
car,
and look at the world
which
details.
is crazy.
And I just now noticed that I have been muted to all of you this entire time.
Everything you see is new and has been captured
Yeah.
with
Ah.
Photoshop and 3D material scans. Advanced rendering and
God damn
procedural
it.
generation techniques
I
bring
mean,
a new level
it
of
was
realism to
it
the
was just
track.
the Discord scroll, but still.
It's also cool to see like 3D scans of like assets to make assets becoming more popular.
Here you can see the beautiful fall colors of
you know,
Maple Valley.
which for a game like this makes
The
a ton of
grass,
sense because like you want it
rocks,
to be as
3D
realistic as you
vegetation,
can.
skies and clouds.
Yeah, there are definitely
they
games
all
that
demonstrate
benefit
a
from being
generational
more
leap
realistic.
in beauty and detail.
I just realized I wasn't in theater mode.
Let's advance time again.
Scuff,
I just have
scuff
it full screen
everywhere.
because I don't.
Yeah, I have
care
full
what the
screen
chat
as well.
says.
Dynamic time of day.
It's probably better if you don't
This
have
is a
chat in the
fundamental
screen
system
itself.
to the new Forza
same.
Motorsport. And like weather,
I got
is
rid of the
available
chat,
on every
but,
track.
I wish I could get rid of the little arrow.
These new
though, that
simulation
shows that you can
details
expand it.
add further depth, drama, and dynamics to the racing experience.
Oh, wow.
In
Pretty.
addition to our dynamic time of day, Forward Plus lighting and
Okay,
physically
it
based lights
looks good.
come together to deepen the realism and immersion in the world. Changes in the
but will you
time
let
of
me
day
get out of my car
also
and go
change
get a hot
ambient
dog?
temperatures, which affect
No.
track surface temps.
That's
Grip
innovation.
is also affected by
I
these
mean,
track
yes,
temp changes,
but at the same
rubber
time.
in, and of course,
If
weather.
it's anything like Horizon,
Let's head to the pits.
people look pretty weird.
We've added
Cars look
features
great.
that players have been
People
asking
look
for.
weird.
Tire and
Yeah,
fuel
because
management,
it's like
multiple tire compounds,
rendering
and new
humans is
depth
hard.
in car building
Yes,
create the
it is.
ultimate racing playset.
In
Yeah,
their
but
defense,
Materials and shaders
I have
That looks so
tried.
pretty.
racing bring out incredible detail in the gold heat wrap, anodized
Hey
aluminum,
guys, did you know ray
and
tracing
carbon
is
fiber.
really good at making lighting look fucking incredible?
Engine bays with their
Yeah.
The crazy thing is,
self-reflection is a place
it's
where
all
ray
on
tracing
RDNA too.
really shines.
Well, yeah, but you know,
Car
AMD like
damage is a racing
AMD's
reality.
from what I understand, has done a pretty good job with their ray tracing tech.
In Forza Motorsport,
Ooh.
It's
car
still
damage
considered
is
behind
reproduced down
NVIDIA's,
to the individual
Sure,
scratches on the body.
but on consoles that doesn't
You can
seem
see
to be the
here
case.
some of the new details.
They
Yeah,
pull
they
off
may have-
the
directionality
same
of
sort of
damage,
impressive
how the
effects.
paint peels away at exposed
They may
and
have
raised
like
edges,
maybe it's
in
more
the wheel
optimized,
abrasions,
or maybe like
and even
you know,
in the dirt buildup.
the fact that it's consistent hardware across like the user base makes
Using
it
the
easier to
power of the
optimize for
Xbox
the
Series
target
X and
hardware.
S consoles,
Probably.
Yeah, that's different.
ray
Yeah,
tracing makes everything feel
It's
more
a lot
connected.
easier to optimize when the
Cars
hardware is the
reflecting
same.
onto other cars.
Or who knows,
Cars reflecting
maybe
their own
Microsoft
mirrors,
and
bodywork,
Sony's APIs are
brake
just better
rotors,
than
and
whatever
wings.
AMD offers for the
Things
PC.
just feel more natural, more real.
Well, it's more a unified thing on PC. You either
We
go
believe
through
that the accuracy of our overhauled physics,
DirectX
the beauty of
or
our cars and tracks, our new
OpenGL,
dynamic time of day,
which are extensions.
advanced car
but,
damage, and real-time ray tracing on track lead
You
to a
could use one.
generational leap in immersion. This is the all-new Forza Motorsport.
I have just one issue with this. Not necessarily as a racing game lover, but as a person looking at this. They're showing more of the environment than they show the cars and the racing and the gameplay.
Which
well, yeah.
I'm sure part of that is like those probably that you can only change that so much.
Yeah.
Like at most it's like, what are you going to show a new mode? It's like, well, look, the car drives. It's like we've had like friction simulation and all of that stuff for like years at this point. Like it's I'm not saying they've perfected the racing sim, but I feel like there's only so many ways you can add. It's like advertising like an RPG. It's like you can only really show so much before you're like, well, it's not really something very flashy you can show in a trailer. It's something you kind of just have to experience for yourself.
Yeah.
I get that, but I don't know, it feels like there's very little to... They could have shown a bit more of the cars, I guess.
Yeah, like the variety of the cars. Also,
Yeah,
god
exactly.
dang, Flight Simulator looks really
And maybe a few more crashes, because we all know that people will crash in those.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it looks so good, at least a few times someone's gonna crash just to see how good the crash looks.
Yeah.
This is me.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see the most immaculately rendered car crash possible without the risk of hurting anybody.
Exactly. It's all in good fun. If no one gets hurt.
I want someone to make an edit of this Flight Sim trailer where it shows off some of the bugs that have appeared over the years. Like the giant pillar that was just in Brazil for no reason.
I actually tried Flight Simulator a little bit ago, and I need some arcade-style controls, and I wasn't getting it. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this Space Simulator?
No, it's a flight sim. You can fly a pelican.
You can
That's
fly what?
amazing.
You can fly a what?
A pelican from Halo, the dropship.
Never played Halo, so thanks for the clarification.
Oh man, we have to have you play Halo the West sometime.
Wait, can you actually go that high? Because that's pretty cool if you can.
Apparently now you can.
You can now go to space and flight sim.
want some
three
others
add-ons.
though,
Okay, that's
like the
cool.
Hornet. The Hornet looks fun.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Blizzard.
Oh wait, what? I wonder.
Is
Oh,
it Diablo
it's over-
4?
It's Overwatch.
No, Overwatch.
Ah.
The cavalry's here. You're one of those heroes, aren't you?
I wonder if they were going to show this here anyway, or if this is because of the acquisition pending.
Don't you?
Which, like,
We know the
Overwatch 2
best
was probably
journey
coming to
is
Xbox anyway, so like it's not
But a
out
new
of the
one
question or anything.
is right around the corner.
You know.
I'm still curious how they will handle Overwatch 2. Considering Overwatch 1 is still a like, how will they do that exactly?
Oh, they said that like anyone who has Overwatch 2 is gonna get or anyone who has Overwatch 1 is gonna get 2 for free.
Yeah. The question I'm asking this for is because there are characters in Overwatch 2 that are not in 1, and vice versa.
Well, it's more
Will
like
they just update the roster for both on release, or...?
they're updating it for 2. 1 is still going to exist and apparently is going to have some cross-play, but for the most part it's like, I think they just want you to download 2 because it's like, well, you already have 1 and you're getting 2 for free, why wouldn't you just download the new game?
Get in there.
Wait, so if you have 1, you're getting 2 for free?
It takes a team
Yeah.
to tango.
Okay, that's different from what I heard initially. That's much better. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but at the
If
same
that's the
time,
case.
I'm like, I've heard a lot of people complain that the multiplayer doesn't feel like it's changed that much. I like Diva's in a ponytail though, that looks cool. Like,
I was actually not aware. I just saw it.
The
Thanks
main
for pointing
complaint
it
I
out.
saw was just basically like people were like, the game doesn't seem like it's changed that much. It seems like a minor update and not really a. Oh wow, they're doing it in early access too.
And of course, they introduce a new hero.
Which they kind of showed in the last trailer. Which is
Did they?
like she was there for a second.
Made it to the reckoning before.
Like in this trailer that we're watching now, like before this part, they kind of showed something.
Here I am. A free-for-all with 0 rules.
What is this? Buff Jinx from League of Legends?
Look more like Borderlands to me.
Yeah, it's that like post-apocalyptic sci-fi style.
Are we in Australia?
Has never
Yes.
lost. Not in 13 years of
Like
rule.
unironically, I believe this Australia is like a weird Mad Max style thing in the Overwatch
Not
universe.
until
Yeah, it is. It's where Junker Town is located, I think. Unless they change the lore like 500 more times.
Did you really think this would be
We'll
a
say
fair
the
fight?
trailer looks pretty.
It does. Though, I did notice they gave her a overly, fat ass.
Yeah. World premiere. Why did they take away the guy that says world premiere before the world premiere happens?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know.
great.
We've been adding it mostly. Turn-based strategy.
History is filled with moments of greatness.
The creator
Some
for the
well known,
I know that
some
voice actress.
lost
I
to
forgot her
time.
name. She has a good voice.
But what about the history that could have been if you were its architect?
I never remember her name,
How
but
would you reshape the world?
I know her.
What new stories would you tell?
What game is it?
And when
Is
your
it something
people
completely new, or is it a sequel
would you
to
listen?
something?
This
Or
is
reboot?
human
I mean,
is it?
How would you
It
lead
makes
them
me want to
in
say
this new
Civilization, but
Or Tropico.
Well, because Sega had that Humankind game, which is like Civ, but it's like more about how cultures can
Yeah.
mix together and become like new, weird, unique cultures that are fusions of multiple
History
other ones.
is
But
filled
like,
with moments of greatness.
that's not a turn-based
But
strategy game;
these
it's a 4X game.
will be
Yeah.
yours.
I mean Civilization. No, Ara.
Oh, is this?
So-
Ara.
Okay.
Their take. Okay, this has to do the rounds of the VTuber community.
It's good to be here.
Just for the
Celebrating what's going to be our biggest year yet.
Oh yeah.
Hey Pete.
That includes a few of the projects being developed across Bethesda's 8 studios, starting with Redfall, and the world's first look at gameplay earlier in the show. Redfall is from the studio that brought us Dishonored and Prey. It's got so much of Arcane's DNA coursing through its veins. Compelling heroes, open world campaign, deep customization. Solo or with friends, we can't wait for you to play Redfall when it releases early next year. If you're looking for something to sink your teeth into right now, we've got the Elder Scrolls Online, where you can adventure alongside one of the biggest and most welcoming communities in gaming. This year's ZeniMax Online Studios is taking you somewhere that has never been explored in any Elder Scrolls game. The Elder Scrolls Online High Isle comes to Xbox next week.
Honestly, if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, I would argue that's the most compelling part of like Elder Scrolls Online is you get to go to the places that there aren't games for yet.
Have lived in safety and comfort.
Or at least haven't been games in, 2 decades.
The embers of dissent glow beneath the
what if,
pomp and
Daggerfall, but it was made today?
And whispers of a sinister
in this
plot
case, it's like,
stoke the flames
I guess the
of war.
Somerset Isles or something.
I don't know. I didn't really like the way the game played.
Yeah, I never really, I was never really that interested in Elder Scrolls Online. FF14 is more my speed, which I really need to get back into, but I have friends who really enjoy it.
Must be protected.
I've heard good stuff about it, I haven't tried it, and I don't know. It had a rocky start and just left It left me a bit cautious about it, I guess.
Yeah,
Fallout
it
turns
came out
25 this year. As we celebrate the legacy of this storied franchise, Bethesda Game Studios takes Fallout 76 players out of Appalachia for the first time and returns to a beloved location. Expeditions The Pit is coming this September.
You're going to DC, aren't you? Oh, it's The Pit. The Pit's okay.
If you're hearing this,
Does look nice.
But will it look this nice in game? Because we all know what happened at the launch of,
Yeah, latest graphics.
Its launch was...
Where have I heard that one before?
This place is our home.
16 times the detail.
We can take it back from these rad worshipping fanatics.
I'm just waiting for like a Fallout game that's like Fallout Vegas again.
life is making you lonely.
Like when it was an RPG, not like a first-person shooter with RPG.
Yeah,
elements.
like when Obsidian made it and not Bethesda.
Like I even like closer to 3 would be something like 7. 3's main problem was just the writing was kind of
Ironically, they do own both Obsidian and Bethesda. So.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I don't think they're gonna do it. Like from what I've heard, Microsoft is more hands-off with their acquisitions. They kind of just buy you and then just don't change anything. Except
but what if one of your studios is like, hey, we made this, but they have the IP, let us do it again. It's a great success, we promise, we know what we were doing. What
I'm
then?
sure they wouldn't necessarily say no to it, but like...
Yeah, exactly, they wouldn't say no. They have no reason to.
I don't think they would make it happen either. Like it sounds like Bethesda employees didn't even get benefits that Microsoft employees get.
Bethesda Game Studios has been busy, and not just with Fallout 76. After defining the role-playing genre with hits like Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4, they're going even bigger with Starfield. Later in the show, my good friend Todd Howard will be here to reveal more of their next epic
only been doing for the past like 7 years. So,
well, he was working on 76. So
no, a news article came out that basically said that a bunch of employees said he would basically come in to tell us why a bunch of our ideas sucked, and then he would leave. He didn't really do anything.
Fun fact, several different articles actually that I have found a while ago. He wasn't actually allowed to work on 76.
I don't buy that for a second. Also, I thought they were just going to show us Starfield. Yeah, this looks like Hot Wheels. Why are we seeing what happened to Starfield? Was that the end of that segment?
It said later. So.
Oh, I didn't hear him say later. I apologize.
Yeah, that's my bad.
No, it's fine. But yeah, this looks like Hot Wheels or some shit. Either
Hot Wheels
Forza
or
Hot
not,
Wheels
but I'm
just
not
Hot
sure.
Wheels.
I mean, really nice looking Hot Wheels, but still.
Yeah, it looks fun. You know, this is as close as you're gonna get to like F-Zero, I guess, with realistic cars.
This is Forza 5. With Hot Wheels. Okay.
I think they've done something kind of like this before, but this looks like a way more intense version of it. It looks really fun, though. It looks really cool.
I mean, I might play that. Sort of.
Because Horizon's the more arcadey Forza game, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's already Hot Wheels in
My dad
Horizon.
tells stories of a terrible war
Oh,
that
wow.
happened across the sky.
Unreal Engine 5.
Heroes fought and died to give us a chance to start over.
This is probably Orc.
All that I know
Another
from their
Dodo.
Earth are the creatures they sent along with us. And
Yeah,
here
it's
on
Ark.
Marat,
I
every
recognize
day is a
the
fight to
thing on the
survive.
hand. Also, hold on. Console exclusive?
I think it said console launch exclusive, but I could be wrong.
Anyone can tame this new world? We can.
Vin Diesel. He downgraded from
Why
Quad to
not?
Dinosaur.
Hey, if Vin Diesel was an Ark, he definitely would ride the biggest dinosaur around.
But that's
So,
not the
like,
biggest dinosaur around.
Is this like a...
That's the problem.
Oh, it's Arc 2.
Yeah, Ark 2.
Interesting. That's kind of neat. I'm sure Arc fans will enjoy that.
I would like
I played
to
a
play...
bit of Ark.
I tried to play Ark. It was very strange. It
The
didn't want to
trick
let
to
me play at, like, 1440p.
Whoa, what's this?
Aliens?
This looks like Alien.
Wait, I know what this is. Come on, brain.
Ew.
They have showed it so much before.
It's definitely Geiger-esque.
Yeah, it is.
To say the least. If this is an Alien, this is like...
It's not Alien, it's something else. But it's definitely inspired by it.
I'm digging the Geiger-esque.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, you know what I mean, ZJS, right?
Yeah.
I want to play this. This looks really cool.
This actually kind of reminds me, stylistically, of a adult game that is also Geiger-esque.
I know which one you're talking about.
Scorn.
Scorn. 21st of
That's the
October.
name, Scorn. Thank you.
That looks cool.
I keep forgetting, for some reason, you guys are like 1 or 2 seconds ahead of me. And I don't know how to
It
fix
happens.
I'm just on Twitch.
Yeah, same.
You could try refreshing.
We saw them as
it. That's a good
saviors.
point.
Instead, they unleashed a pestilence on our world.
Oh,
No
good.
one yet knows
Pestilence.
if you can kill a god. I, for one, intend to find
What
out.
creature was that? Is that a giant?
Looks
Oh,
kind
you
of
get
cool.
to fight Skelly. Oh, that armor is sick.
Ooh.
Oh, what? This is open world game. I mean, I'm down for a good third-person action game if it's really good.
Kind of reminds me of, like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, I
bit,
kind of
yeah.
get what you mean.
Long neck.
But it's this weird alien culture.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how you begin to describe, like, the architecture and the, like, clothing and stuff. It's so, like, a weird high fantasy setting.
It's,
Dude, does this remind me of Godfall?
Not necessarily Godfall. It's not
more like the arena.
It doesn't kill my eyes enough to be Godfall.
Yeah. That's a cool name for a game.
Siege of the Dawn Flintlock. Okay.
Early
This is one I might be interested in.
I'd love to see more of this. Seems neat. I like the little weird cat thing.
It reminds me of a
Fox.
phoenix.
Yeah, Fennec Focus, actually.
World premiere.
World premiere. Oh, it's an Xbox game. Like they made it.
Okay,
Mojang.
let's see.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, they do have a new game coming out. What was it? Oh, gee.
Legends hold great power. They are the dreams we weave
Cinematic footage.
into our
Is it from the creators of Minecraft or is it Minecraft? Make up your
Some
mind.
legends tell of peace.
It's not actually Minecraft,
and
but
the beauty of simplicity.
it's another related title, like Dungeons was.
Warcraft.
Okay.
Some tell of danger.
Those turrets.
Oh, you fight the pigs. I remember that. It's the Nether world invading.
So they're orcs. Is what we're telling me.
Pigs.
But the
They're like weird
legends we
pig
hold
people.
dearest.
Kami, you do know
legends
orcs are
of hope, of
many
creativity,
fantasy settings things, right?
and of bravery.
Yeah, I know it depends, but they're not green. The non-green ones are pigs.
And friendships
So what's the
change the
actual
world
game about?
forever.
Like, what kind of game is this? It's like saying.
This is the legend of a united
I want to say
overworld.
it was a tactical RPG.
Oh, are you gonna get to lead like the various like Minecraft mobs against like another realm invasion or something?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
this looks
impression.
kind of good actually.
I guess they still have building.
Well, yeah, like I think that nearly every Minecraft game would have a degree of building.
I mean, I don't think Dungeons does. Legends. That's what it was. And they call
action
it action
strategy.
strategy.
That might be fun. Could be neat. I'm sure kids are gonna love it.
Definitely.
Honestly,
Overworld.
it might be the
That's
thing
a good
that
tagline.
finally breaks me into playing something Minecraft related.
Yeah, like
keyword.
Dungeons seemed kind of mid to me when I looked at it. It's like, oh, here's like a baby's first Diablo.
Yeah.
So what's this?
I remember when you first arrived.
Space.
You made quite the entrance.
Just outer worlds. Where's this? Oh, giant robot. I'm here for you, giant robot, potentially.
You wanted to
Why does it
make
look
a
like a
new
tractor?
life for yourself.
Oh, is it a survival? Maybe.
I mean, I'm here for this.
Yeah, gimme. Trees. Okay, I can dive. Trees. Okay, good.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm liking this so far. This looks like giant robot crafting survival game / farming sim. I'm here for it.
It reminds me of Subnautica. But, you know,
It
not
reminds
below
me
the
of
ground.
It reminds me of No Man's Sky a lot more, actually.
Really? I mean, you're not really doing space exploration. Farm tech. Oh, you got little
And
tractor
while you
sheds.
explored, you uncovered a mystery.
Well, no, but you do know
See,
if
this
you
part
really
definitely
want,
reminds
you don't
me
actually have
of
to leave the
Subnautica.
planet.
Sure, we can.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's multiplayer!
Together.
I'm going to play this.
You can always invite me.
Lightyear Frontier. This looks cool. I want to see more of that.
Mm-mm.
Xbox tends to be good at having like a good variety of games of like, well, you're gonna see something that you think is at least neat at their events. Unless you have like super hyper-specific tastes.
I mean, even then, you might find some.
What the heck are these?
Gunfire Reborn.
So, even funkier Borderlands.
Like action. With I guess like class-based roguelike action. Which is kind of neat.
That game is in Steam already.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
Dorf
they're
Lover.
just like, it's coming to Game Pass and console. Which, you know, is fine. Like, that's not a bad thing.
I just can't get over thinking of it as, you know, an alternative, slightly stranger, weirder Borderlands.
Oh, that's fair.
I still need to find the time to play one of the proper Borderlands games. I have played Tales from the Borderlands and that was amazing.
2's pretty good. 3, I enjoyed what I have played of it.
I played one almost all the way through. No, actually, I think I beat one.
Oh.
And then I
New
played
Batman
2,
game?
but
Definitely looks like it.
playing Cops and Robbers.
Hello? Anyone here? I got a bad feeling about this.
Created by plot twist. Well, this is
Okay.
It's like a side-scroller game.
First piece.
Yeah, definitely side-scrolling.
This is very pretty.
That's him. My father.
This is like a Metroidvania maybe.
Guide you through his memories.
Let's maybe just plug it in.
We're close. Don't let your fright out.
Either way, I'm here for it. This is actually very interesting to me.
These landscapes are immaculate.
Good to see you.
I love this.
I like the presentation, but I doubt
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
be good at it.
Horrible Lovecraftian monsters too.
The last
Last.
case.
So you know what that means, folks. No more sequels for this game.
Only
I mean,
prequels.
after that
Only
they can-
prequels.
I mean, they can always go with someone else in the family.
Bonjour
you know?
everyone. I am excited to be here today to tell you more about Interior Night's first original creation, As Dusk Falls. It started with the desire to create a deep interactive experience all levels of players can enjoy together. Because stories are brilliant, universal tools that help us understand the heartbreaking beauty of life. This game is an uncompromising tale of family,
Oh, I think we saw
resilience,
this.
and sacrifice. Written
Why am
like
I
a
getting
British TV
the-
show
Yeah.
with a unique motion graphic novel
What's it
style
called again?
that
Why-
triggers
why
the
am I
imagination.
blanking out so much?
This is an interactive
Life is
story
Strange, that's the one.
powered by video
I'm
games
getting Life
that
is Strange
gives you
vibes from it.
agency over the lives of far from perfect
It's not
human
as
beings.
environmental.
This is
as
a
that.
thought-provoking experience you can play
That's fair.
with people you love, discover insights about each other, and create shared memories. As Dusk Falls is an emotional experience that we hope will leave a mark with everyone who plays it.
I see some gameplay. Xbox Game Studios presents an in-game capture.
Okay, you have my attention.
For
See,
most
I'm not
people,
sure how I feel about this
Turok
weird
is just a pit stop.
hybrid motion graphics 3D art.
Wasn't taking the scenic route your
I
idea.
think honestly, I think it's the sort of thing that if the game is good, it will grow on you. But otherwise, not really.
It felt like a trap.
There's enough cash in that safe to put the last few weeks behind us. On the ground, now!
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. We've been in the wrong place forever.
Sometimes doing the right thing is doing the wrong thing.
I've got eyes on two hostages.
What does
None
that
of
mean,
us
man?
escaped that night.
I hear
It's
when
okay.
people are like, sometimes
Even
doing
those of us
the
who made it out
opposite
alive.
is doing the opposite. Like, what?
We've taken very different paths in life.
See, I don't know. The art style's just very. I imagine I
They
could get
all
used to
lead
it,
back
but it
to
seems
Turok.
very odd. Like, almost wish they would just gone one way or the other.
Get rid of the cop.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Evening. Hey, Sam.
Say, you haven't seen three fellas in a blue pickup, have you?
Nope. Been here all day.
How you liking the desert dream?
Oh, can't complain.
Can I ask what brings you to Two Rock?
It's like I'm guessing like a visual novel style game.
It definitely is.
100%
They didn't really show choices being made. They just showed.
They
like,
did in the other demo. So,
Oh, it has a multiplayer. I wonder how that's gonna work.
I have no idea.
Well, they did say each family has its secret, so I'm guessing maybe each player controls a member of a family or something like that.
Like an asynchronous multiplayer, maybe.
I don't know. In the other demo... Ooh.
Oh,
What's this?
Oh. What's this?
Oh.
What?
I think I know what this is.
Is this?
I think I also know what it is.
A battle royale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Blade,
I've.
Blade.
Oh, it's.
Naraka. Yeah.
I think I've heard of this. It looks pretty. You know, NetEase is primarily a mobile developer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't
At
bad
least
for
nowadays.
isn't bad for a company that mainly makes mobile games, but I don't know. I feel like the battle royale market is kind of crowded now.
It is.
Like, kind of fighting for scraps at this point.
Although, to be fair, they have made a pretty unique game with this one, so if it's...
Yeah,
if you
I guess it's
prefer
hard.
this one over other battle royales, you're definitely going to love this.
Yeah. And you got, like, melee weapons, which isn't really that common in, like, battle royale games.
If anything, the melee weapons are the focus here.
Yeah, because, like, if you want magic, you've got that one mage battling battle royale game that I can't remember the name. It was like an epic.
Spellbreak?
Yeah, Spellbreak. And then if you want guns, then you're spoiled for choice. But yeah, there's not really a lot of melee weapons.
And even with Spellbreak, they feel more like guns, honestly, which is kind of a shame.
Sure, but I guess like in
World
terms
premiere.
of theming, and it still has the whole third-person aspect.
True.
World premiere.
It's like a weird, like medieval art style.
Yes.
Definitely medieval.
This is kind of neat.
Yeah,
I'm
okay with this.
I like how the text like fills in. Oh, or is it it's a murder mystery?
I guess.
Yes, it is unexpected. I had no idea
Oh,
this
it's
was going to be
Obsidian.
here.
It might actually
Okay,
have, like,
okay.
a good story.
Yeah, exactly. I'm up for this.
This could be cool, potentially.
I don't know. I just don't see anything that grabs me.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the art style.
I like it.
I think it's unique at least.
Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah, that's true.
They're
It
competitive.
is unique. It just wasn't
I'm all for
grabbing
the
me.
story game, so...
Yeah.
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky
Oh boy.
introducing apricot? Stop by. Make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog.
What am I even looking at?
More local teenagers have
Oh,
gone
this is
missing.
that
This
other
could be
game.
linked to the disturbing trend of missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town.
Oh, actually, this is Grounded.
If anyone
Yeah.
has seen the teenagers
I
or
don't
has
know.
any
Obsidian
other
makes
information,
Grounded?
please contact
Yes.
the police department.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was an indie game.
Hello, micro friends.
Ugh, spiders.
Verbal knows you might
There
be
is
little
I
hostess
believe in a
Giving you
Arachnophobia.
can be
flashbacks.
repaired.
Me and Zalius, as well as Honeydew and Sagi, just played this on my birthday.
Against terrifying insects. And treacherous wastelands.
Yeah, I remember seeing a bit of it. Back then.
Those mosquitoes.
Unfortunately, my memory
I found the robot actually in the game.
rusty. But with a little
Yeah.
maintenance, we can unravel why you are here. Before someone or something terminates your tiny existence.
I feel like whoever made this game saw Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and was like, why isn't this in action?
Yeah, exactly.
It is cool, but hey, there's stuff under the water.
It was in I guess it was in early access until recent.
It's still in early access.
Yeah, but I guess they're just saying it's like, hey, the game's gonna be like finished. People just get excited.
I mean, it's very
good.
playable. So.
Oh no, I'm not trying to say it's like, but like it's technically not done, even if it is relatively polished.
Yeah. Wow, September.
Nice. It's like 3 months.
I'm not surprised.
Okay then.
Guess that means we need to keep playing, Zealous. Raw Fury.
They search for someone who does not exist.
Robots.
The Shadow.
She looks cool.
The forgotten child.
It's like a stealth action game.
Scattered race. Lost. Until now. Now they have awakened the Erebon. Now they have awakened me. But I am not their hope.
Hope everyone watching here this.
Just
every game trailer is different volumes.
Reckoning.
So I'm hoping nothing like.
Definitely stealth action.
Yeah. Looks.
It reminds me a lot of like Dishonored.
Oh, I love the idea of like phasing into the shadows. That's such a cool idea.
They will not drag me into.
Yeah, more games need to do that or something similar.
Because they're
Erebon, shadows.
I'm also looking forward to when a game does the exact opposite and you only phase in the light, not the shadows. Because that can also be interesting to work around.
Quite possibly.
This looks cool. I'll probably play that.
Yeah, I'll probably play that as well.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, yum yum.
I like the reaction.
That rat is
Microsoft.
huge.
Microsoft, you know it's lunchtime, right?
I mean, it's not for
not on the West Coast.
Well, it would be just before lunch. Like 11
Oh,
o'clock.
wait, that's a Necromancer. I know that.
For deeper knowledge.
This is Diablo 4 probably.
Who follow an unquenchable yearning.
Well, they went live with the beta last night, or beta apps, so.
To unlock the forbidden secrets and foulest black rituals, calling forth life from death.
Ew.
To truly embrace this power, you must take it into the world. And you will be shunned, scorned, marked
One of the
as a
cool
living
things most people don't know
sacrifice.
about Necromancers in the Diablo universe, unlike many other games, they're kinda neutral. Not evil or good.
I like that idea.
They keep the dead dead and the living alive as much as they can. And they at least the help of the dead help the living. It's a cool concept. That's also why he killed him after he got the info.
And you will not confront the
I'm glad they showed that part.
We are the speakers
I like the skull.
dead. And dead have no mercy.
Look at the deck, holy moly.
Oh yeah, the bone golem. Let's go.
Diablo.
Oh wow, that's a good trailer.
Yeah, that's a very good trailer. And I'm glad they actually showed the how the Necromancer kind of works.
I'm guessing this is
Lore-wise.
class selection.
Yeah, it's the class selection.
Because Diablo's a class-based game.
I'm very excited to announce our 5th and final class.
Oh yeah, they.
The
Now I remember
Necromancer,
that actually
a
didn't
commander
confirm
of
the Necromancer
undead
for
who
Diablo
joins
4.
the other iconic classes around the campfire in Diablo 4. These include the mighty barbarian, the elemental sorceress, the crafty rogue, and the powerful druid. And you'll want them because the demon Lilith, the daughter of hatred, has returned and spreading corruption and evil as she fights to reclaim our dark gothic world as her own. And it's up to
If
you
they had the
to stop
Crusader
her.
as well,
Now,
that's one of
Diablo
my
4
favorite
is the
classes.
culmination of the 25-year history of the franchise, building on top of the best of what's come before with some, unique twists all its own. So let's dig a little deeper by watching, for the first time I might add, some Xbox Series X gameplay, while hearing from a few of the many people behind the
Well,
game.
that's coming to consoles first. Because Diablo 3 didn't come to consoles for a long time.
Diablo 4 is the next generation of action RPG, melding monster slaying and loot collecting with a fully realized open world.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gory and unnerving. It's creepy.
Diablo 4 is all about player choice.
It takes all of the pillars of a Diablo game and just expands them with all the new features that
Does that
people
mean
really love
I
and
can customize my
appreciate in
character?
modern games.
I mean, you
Yeah,
always
but
could a little bit.
Whoever you
always
see
been
yourself
kind of
being, you can
what's
create
the point
in
of
Diablo 4.
customizing it too much because
It's important to include robust character
You're not gonna see
customization
your
because
face
then I
hardly
can
ever.
play
You
the
have it.
fantasy that I want to play.
800% customization.
It allows you to switch around your playstyle as
And even
well.
that, you could argue that the armor was the actual customization,
Everything
so
feels very powerful.
it always
and
had
fun.
some amount of it.
Sportak.
I don't know. I played, I think Diablo
One of the
1,
really cool things about
and that
having
was
an
it.
open world is your journey that you take throughout
Diablo 1
4
was
is your own.
very different.
There's no
Like,
linear
I didn't
path
like
that you have to follow.
I honestly did not like
We've got
Diablo 1.
almost
Diablo 2,
150
however,
dungeons in the game.
huge fan.
There's all
And
kinds
3,
of surprises as you're exploring.
Some. After it got
Strongholds
fixed,
are an
my
enemy
bad.
territory that you need to reclaim.
I don't know. I can't even play
You
Path
might
of
have a space
Exile
that begins
for that
as a
long,
hostile
so
area, but after you've cleared
Oh,
it
I also
out,
couldn't play Path of
evil in
Exile,
this
so
place
there's
has
that.
been cleansed.
it now becomes a friendly town.
Sometimes it's a new town, sometimes it's a new dungeon. There's a whole bunch of rewards that you get, and you have a real impact on the world as a result.
No, you can't leave us here. They might come back any moment.
Local events are really cool little story segments that happen within the open world.
You'll just be running through the world, and then a local event will pop up, and
The
you
spells
can
look
choose
cool.
to participate in it, or get a group together.
Oh,
and
that-
slay all
that's a
these like
cool one.
giant world
The
bosses.
snake.
These are events that take a lot of people, and
Multiplayer.
you really have to work together.
Yeah, all the Diablo games did have multiple.
Being able to see
multiplayer.
all the
They
players
did not
on your
exactly
screen,
have world bosses, so
collaborating,
that's an
trying to take
interesting
this
thing.
big monster down. It's epic.
It's so easy to create a community.
Yeah,
It makes
it looks
Diablo
good so
more
far.
of a social experience.
We've got fully enabled crossplay.
If you have an Xbox and your buddy has a PC, you're going to be able to group up.
Or you could play couch co-op. 2 people on a couch can sit there and have a great experience.
We've created specific zones where players can engage in PvP.
If you go there, you can start swinging away at people. But you're also opening yourself up to being swung at.
If you're like really, really good, the game actually marks
That's
you
fair.
as like a champion on the map. You basically become a loot pinata, and everyone wants to chase you down.
Loot Pinata.
The last story mission is really the beginning of a whole different part of the journey.
Now you're set up for the end game, and that end game is rich with things to do that allow you to get more
Yeah,
and
that's
more
how you
powerful.
Whether it's new items or new dungeons or new Paragon boards, every single time you come back to play Diablo 4, there's going to be new stuff for you to experience.
And it's
That's
something
really
we're going
not
to
as
support for
complicated
years
as
to
it
come.
is. I'm sort of put that out there.
I'm really excited for folks to get their hands on Diablo 4.
Just to see millions of people really enjoying the different options.
Through the campaign,
local events,
couch co-op,
endgame,
PvP, it almost doesn't end.
And we are so close.
As long as we do not see any of the bullshit they did with Diablo Immortal, I'm fine.
I doubt they will, because like this would probably be a paid game with like Game Pass on Xbox.
You say that, but they tried something equally bad, if not worse, with Diablo 3.
Well, that was the real money auction house, which resulted in like a weird online-based DRM.
We brought updates that were
It wasn't even the DRM, it was the fact that there was a bloody action house for real money.
Potential within. And as this song will spell
I would not be surprised if they tried again. Honestly.
Now that you can finally be a captain.
Also, Sea of Thieves.
Can you imagine owning
Yep,
your own
definitely
ship,
Sea of Thieves.
decorated with what you acquire? Then to satisfy your vanity, as long as there's no profanity, you can name it just how you desire. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. There's boatloads of new features we proclaim. Oh, to set sail as a pirate
I wonder what
captain.
happens
That's
with
why we really think
all the
that you should play this
customizations
game.
if you know, steal someone's ship and burn it down, hint hint.
As a pirate captain, adventure will come knocking
I don't
on
know.
your
The
a lot of
graphics don't do it for me.
to set sail as a pirate captain.
I think it works for what they're trying to do, but I get that it's not for everybody. But I'm, you know, it's always seemed to me like a game where it's like you kind of having, you know, play with friends for it to
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You need friends in this. At least one trusty crewmate. Or CBS.
So as we leave, if you want to be a pirate captain, come do it in season 7 to Sea of Thieves.
I always wanted slightly prettier graphics.
Whatever happened to that Ubisoft pirate game? Did that ever come out, or is that still not doesn't exist?
Someone
They canceled
released
it,
a
I think.
preview.
They cancelled.
Oh, well, there goes that. I was gonna say just wait for that game, and then it's like, well,
No, they flat up canceled it.
this looks cool.
Oh boy. Sucked into the portal.
I like this weird voxel art style.
It is interesting.
Like, I don't know if they're actual voxels or if it's just that style, but it looks neat.
Action gameplay.
Like a weird, like Alice in Wonderland type thing.
Yeah, definitely Alice in Wonderland vibes.
Especially
Brandon
now.
actually says hello, by the way.
Bird robot looks cool.
That's a very strange bug.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Ravenlock. Neat. Cool.
Also, that game was quite interesting.
Hmm.
Might consider it.
We only got about 10
Well,
minutes
near.
left, give or take.
More like 20.
Ah, never mind.
Oh,
They'll
and a
probably
permit.
save the last 10 minutes for the big stuff, I'm guessing.
Creators of Inside and Limbo. Well, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
it definitely has the same amount of weird
This
about it.
animation is really cool. I just pooped out a little moth thing.
I have no idea what I'm looking
Puzzle
at.
game.
It looks like an adventure game of some kind.
That is
Oh,
a very
whoa.
trippy effect.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a weird top-down platforming puzzle adventure game. Looks kind.
I know I would have no clue what to do.
Have none of you played Inside or Piano?
I did not. I know of it, and Limbo I know of a lot, but I didn't actually play them, unfortunately.
Okay, so yeah, it's very puzzle based, and the story is extremely obscure usually, but there is a story.
Yeah. This looks cool, though. Very trippy and
Cocoon.
alien. Looks cool.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Man, they're
Not my
really
style of
driving.
game, though. Really.
They're really
But
driving
we shall
home
see.
with the fact of
Where
like, hey,
can
all of this shit's gonna be on Game Pass for the most part.
Play Tecmo.
Oh, is it Tekken? Or maybe Ninja
Locus.
Gaiden?
Yeah, probably Ninja Gaiden.
That'd be cool. I don't think we've had a Ninja Gaiden game in a while, right?
Team Ninja.
It's probably Ninja Gaiden. Cuts to Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. That'd be a great twist, but it's not. That's always been a PlayStation thing. Well, not always, but mostly.
I had it for the original Xbox.
Yeah, no, I know they had it on the Xbox. It just wasn't like it's more recently been a Sony thing. Also, like, I doubt Microsoft would show that here. This art is absolutely fantastic. Assuming this is in engine.
I still know what I'm
Might
looking
be
at, but
engine.
Wulong.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, okay, it's not Ninja Gaiden, it's some other thing. I mean, it does
Okay,
look
it
like
might
it's
be
an action game.
Chinese version.
That's
'Cause
valid.
that's Labu.
This to me honestly looks like Neo, but Chinese instead of Japanese. And I think I'm okay with that, if that's the
Yeah,
case.
China's got some cool mythology and, like...
They
Three
really
Kingdoms
Japan is the home
Yeah.
to some of the most talented and well-known game creators anywhere in the world. We're thrilled to be working with Koei Tecmo to bring Wolong Fallen Dynasty
Well,
to Game Pass
not Wu.
day one. I'm also excited to be working with Team Ninja.
Xbox
Was a
really
long
is
history
like wanting
of
to
building
remind you that we
incredible
do have
action games for
Japanese
Xbox.
games, we
And
promise.
it's great to be working with them once
Well, they
again.
have to. Everyone
We
considers
know
them
how important
not
it
to have
is
any.
to our fans to
so.
continue to bring more
No, I'm
Japanese
just saying it's good that
franchises
they're
to
doing it,
Xbox.
because, like,
I'm excited
that,
to
I think, is
announce
one of
the
the big
return
Achilles heels
of one of the
the
most
Xbox
highly
platform.
requested and beloved franchises to Xbox.
Well, that was
from our
because
partners
Xbox
Wait,
is never
at Atlas.
popular.
Wait.
There.
Partners at Atlas? Atlas? Don't tell me. Don't tell. You're kidding me! What?
Wait, what?
I can't believe it. P3's coming back, baby!
Yep.
Let's go!
Well, they were saying they were going to remake it and include PC. So,
Oh, I didn't know that. I never heard. Oh, it's portable. Okay, sleep. I'm going back to bed, y'all. See you later.
and this is 4.
Why didn't they just do FES or something? But 4 is
So-
already on PC.
Yes.
So, like, I'm
But
not, like...
if they show 5, I will freak out. I will freak out.
5 I'm gonna get... If it's Royale, I'm gonna get hyped. If it's original, I'm gonna be like, oh, I mean, that's cool, but still, like, you should do the newest version. If you're gonna...
I feel chills.
Yes, it's Royale. Let's go.
feel
I can finally play Royale. Because my PS4 broke like 2 years ago, and I haven't bothered to fix it.
Wait, what's the thing with Royale? Someone explain.
It's like
It's the update.
Here's P5, but even more shit. I hate that it's portable
Oh
though.
my
Portable,
God, no.
portable isn't as good. And it's everything. You're getting it on even on Xbox One.
And Windows. Okay.
P5 Royale 10/21/2022.
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit.
Oh my god!
Well, I'm happy with that one.
Now all it's missing on it is on Nintendo stuff.
Now,
It's literally on
I'm
everything but the
excited to
Switch.
announce a special partnership between Xbox
Except for
Game
that,
Studios and one
that
of
one,
the greatest creative minds
I've
and
owned
innovators in our
Persona
industry.
5
Someone
Strikers
that I have
forever,
admired
but I
for
couldn't
many
play it.
years. Today, I'm pleased to share we will be working together to create a brand new experience like we've never seen before.
Thank you, Phil.
I knew it.
こんにちは。
You're kidding me! I didn't think it was actually. How?
作りたかったゲーム
He
がありま
works
す
for Sony!
それは誰も体験したことも
It's
見
not
た
owned
こと
by
もない
it. They're just
全
partners.
く新しいものです。
I thought they were
そ
owned.
れが
Nope.
作れる日が来るのを
Partners.
ずっと待ってお
I
りま
wonder
し
how
た。
Sony feels about this.
マイクロソフトの最先端クラウドテクノロジーと、市場の変
I
化によ
mean,
って
Death Stranding was already on
その
PC,
未知
but
なる
still.
構想への挑戦がようやく可能となりました。
Okay, I'm a big
少
Kojima
し時間はかかる
simp,
かもし
so
れま
like,
せんが、
I'm
こ
down
れ
for
から、
this.
Xbox ゲームスタジオと提携し、皆さんに喜んでいただけるニュースをお届けしていきた
Oh,
い
and
と
he's actually
思い
working
ます
with their game studios
ご
directly.
期待ください。
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Kojima.
this isn't just like I'm
We're
doing my thing and it's
thrilled to
gonna.
have
Oh,
Kojima
okay,
Productions
literally seeing
working
nothing.
with our teams at Xbox Game
I mean, to be fair,
today, for
he
the
can kind of
first
do
time
that.
ever,
Yeah,
we
he
are
can
focused
afford
on
to do that.
showing you games that you can play over the next 12 months. Today's show celebrates a diverse lineup of global game
They didn't
creators
show
of
Dead
all
Space
sizes
though, but it's
who
good to
bring
know
with
it's
them
coming, I guess.
unlimited potential. Games from these creators will be coming to Game Pass every single month, including Naraka Blade Point, As Dusk Falls, A Plague Tale Requiem, Pentiment, Persona 5 Royale, Somerville, and Scorn, just to name a few.
Royale's Game Pass.
And we start 2023
I don't even
with
have
the
to pay for it
launches of
again.
some of the most anticipated titles
If it comes to
from the
Steam,
teams
I
at
will
Xbox
anyways.
and Bethesda.
It
Redfall,
is worth buying
Minecraft
twice.
Legends,
It probably
Starfield,
will.
Forza Motorsport, and more. This has been an incredible
Like,
year
Atlas has been pretty
as
good
we
about porting
achieved
games to
record
PC
growth
ever
Oh
since
yeah,
across
speaking of
console
Starfield, where's
and
that?
Game Pass, with millions of people playing our games
That's a good
every
question.
single day. And we
I don't
have
know.
you
I'm
to
still on my
thank for that.
high from Persona 5.
Whether that's new
Yeah.
players joining us through Xbox Cloud
Understandable.
Gaming, or our
No,
longest
they have 10
fans
minutes,
playing on
so-
Xbox and PC.
I was like Atlas, and I'm like, oh, it's
We
gonna
could
be
not
some
have done
SMT
this
game I don't give a
without
shit
you.
about, and then it was Persona, and I'm like, oh,
A year ago,
Excite.
we welcomed the talented studios at Bethesda Softworks to Xbox. Their teams have been hard at work, bringing their franchises to
Okay,
Game
here we
Pass,
go, I think.
shipping updates to their games, and building new experiences for you
Oh,
to
which
enjoy.
is it? Elder Scrolls or
We know
Starfield or
that
both?
everyone
It's
has been
probably
eager to see
Starfield.
Starfield. Our show today
Yep.
has
and we're
highlighted
not
this
showing
play.
it to you. No, I'm kidding.
So it's only fitting that we end
Well, they have
it
a second
with
show
an extended
coming,
first look at one of the
Tuesday,
most
so-
anticipated
that is, I
games
will give
in
Xbox this.
history.
Everything so far has been
This
pretty much
is
gameplay or
Starfield.
in-engine stuff. There hasn't really been a ton of just like teaser trailer with no gameplay footage, and that's one of the things I like about
That's
Xbox's events. Is that they're like, we know what you're here for. We're gonna show it to you. We're not gonna give you some CG trailer for a game that's not coming out in 5 years.
Oh yeah, Starfield, there we go.
Yep.
Let's hope this is actually good.
Maintaining exit vector course. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. We're looking good. Allocating auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Grav jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please, some gameplay. Gameplay.
That was
No,
almost
not
nothing.
It's hard to
gameplay. We don't
express
need
how
that.
excited all of us at
Come
Bethesda are
Definitely
to be
do.
here with you today.
We saw
We're
a
so
teaser
grateful you're spending the
last year.
time, and we know you've waited a long
Lots
time
of gameplay.
Yeah.
to finally see
Meaty gameplay.
Starfield. It's easily
I did hear the
our
rumor
most
that this
ambitious
game got
game
delayed
ever.
till next
like our
year.
previous games.
It did.
It's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space. So let's jump right in. This is early in the game as you arrive on the mysterious moon of Crete.
Yay, let's go.
That's good.
Oh.
Good. All right, that's proper Alien. I like that. Oh, dang. So like 300 years from now. I like the font. Very space font.
I mean, it's the solar year. We don't even know if it's the same one.
Well, solar year is our years.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Like, are we sure about that?
Yes, we orbit Sol. We orbit.
That's
the
not what
sun.
I meant. We don't even know if that's the same universe.
It's probably going to be. Well, that's the implication, at least. I like the HUD.
I like robots.
The scanners,
Yeah, robots are
the
good.
abandoned research facility is in this direction.
I mean, they need to have robots at this time and age.
True.
Feels a little bit like No Man's Sky so far.
Yeah, with the graphics.
Well, with the scanning and some
Now
of
an
the
extra
interface.
is like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's legit just No Man's Sky.
Except you have a gun.
You have a gun in No Man's Sky. What are you on about?
Well, I know, but you have a gun and not like a multi-tool that kind of does everything.
True.
I also do like that the first thing you see isn't necessarily hostile. Like, I'm down for like complicated AI behavior. Like, thing will only attack if like you get close to it or attack it first. Otherwise, it's super chill.
Oh, here's your laser.
Yeah, there's your multi-tool.
Let's hope the inventory system is better than No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I feel like that wouldn't be much of a bar to clear for a professional studio.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like Bethesda also has that issue sometimes.
Pirates of the
Sometimes.
Fleet are using the facility.
It's a cool looking gun. Got like a P90, but it's from space.
I mean, the P90 had some issues, but was a fun gun.
Fix something.
Oh, I just meant in terms of the shape and loading
Yeah.
mechanism.
Lots of bullpup guns, though. But, I'm for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you went in loud, dude. Loud.
Well, knowing Bethesda games, stealth will be an option, but not really a fun option.
He didn't even wait for the grenade. Come on.
It's a cool looking shotgun.
Yes. Not sure why you'd pick a rectangular barrel, but
Because it's the
I'm for it.
future. I like this better than their current lockpicking minigame. I do have an issue though with like minigame for some skill-based check. I kind of wish, you know, games would start getting rid of that and just like it's a skill check, so you just kind of did it, or it plays an animation.
I'm fine with it.
I like-
Especially if it allows you to cheat the skill check a bit.
No, but like usually, like some games, like you need to meet a certain skill requirement to even attempt to do the thing that the minigame does, and so it's like there's a
Yeah,
it ends
that I don't agree with.
Like Bethesda does that with the hacking
More
minigame, and
pirates.
it's really irritating. And I'm like, I wish you didn't do that. Like if you are gonna do a minigame, at least to be like, okay, if you're good at the minigame, you don't need the skill check. But
Who in the
Yeah,
future of the
exactly,
game
and
is
you
set
advance
in
the skill
are
even
the last
faster
group
because you.
of space explorers. To meet them,
I agree with
you'll
that.
head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
New Atlantis.
Now the question is, will they announce
does
a new
look-
version of Skyrim?
Probably not. I imagine people have stopped buying Skyrim at this point.
They need
But
to
who
stop
knows?
it.
I wish.
Because
I wish.
they said that, like, I think someone interviewed Todd Howard and he was like, we'll stop making new versions when y'all stop buying it. guys keep buying this game. Why would we stop selling it to you? You seem
Yes,
to
and
really
people
like
are still buying it.
We have a lot to talk
Like,
about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's
I like the art style of the characters.
These artifacts could
True.
be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what
I'm
they're
just hoping this
building,
game won't be a buggy mess like 76 is.
you'll be part of solving that
Well, it's
puzzle.
not online, so hopefully.
I mean, Bethesda's games tend to be buggy in general. 76 was just kind of an extreme example.
That means you saw it.
76 was just buggy to the max.
The artifact you found.
Yeah.
With multiplayer sticked on.
Scattered
With
across
tape.
the galaxy.
Literal tape.
If we can find more.
Yeah, I'm just like, just make the game and please actually fix the bugs. Listen to your QA team, please.
That it spoke to him.
Hire a QA team.
No, they have a QA team. The problem is just that they don't listen to them. They don't fix their bugs. Like I've seen it generally, more often than not, most bugs in a game are known by the developer when the game ships. If it's still in there, it's because they basically didn't think it was a big enough problem to fix.
We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective. When you sign
The
up with
Rock.
the Crimson Fleet, no one quits.
I like that there's
It's not even in the
multiple
game,
factions.
and he's getting a shout out.
The path ahead may be dangerous,
I'm hoping that the factions actually mean something, though.
but we are not stopping.
Hopefully, it has a lot to do with what you can access and the missions you get.
At the end of this
Yeah, because like the problem Bethesda games tend to have is like, well, you did the thing and then like you can still do whatever because why would we ever gate content off of you based off your choices? And it just doesn't feel like the choices actually matter
That gives
much.
you a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story. It's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation.
The fun
It's our
part.
most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements.
I get Neo Automata vibes from this.
Waiting for the Polygon Monster Factory episode of this game. Like,
You'll
cool.
pick a background.
You can
that
change
gives
your
you
walk
3
style.
starting skills.
Okay, good actual RPG traits.
Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages.
Wow, are we getting a real
But it's
RPG?
not just in how you can look,
Please.
and how your character
More
plays
RPG.
and develops.
More RPG.
Yes.
The skill system combines the best from our previous games,
I'm okay with
and you
this.
can unlock new
I'm very
skills
much
as
okay
you
with
level
this.
up,
No, it's
and
a
then you rank
perk
those skills
system.
up
God
by using
damn
them
it.
and completing challenges.
Did you expect it not
And
to be a
there's
perk
deep
system?
crafting
Let's
I,
be honest.
when I
From
saw
running
the other
research
stuff I
projects with
did,
resources you find to
Honestly,
crafting
the
weapon
perk
mods
system
needed
I'm
to
fine with.
survive.
I'm not. I'm like, no, that because it does it
As
takes
long as
away
it's not cards.
it takes away creativity. You can't make a cool specialized character. You end up with a jack of all trades that's good at everything, and I'm like, no, that sucks.
These
It's not an
act as a
RPG
home
anymore
away
then.
from home for survival and
No,
resource
you can
generation.
definitely
Your choices
make
don't actually
something
matter
specialized.
because you're just
build each
choosing
one.
when you get an
And
ability
you
and
can
not
hire
if you can
characters
get an
need to
ability.
keep it up and running.
Like,
No, trust me. Done right.
That's not all.
I've never seen a game do it right. Fallout 4
You
did
can
not do it
even
right.
build
Fallout 4 made you a
your
jack of all
own
trades, not a
spaceships.
specialized character. And that makes it a little
No,
worse.
I'm not talking
Okay.
about Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 or even Vegas. I'm like talking way before that. There were games that did it right.
Like what?
You can choose crew members.
Like Fallout 1 and Fallout
and
2.
yes,
No,
you can
Fallout 1 had a
completely
skill
customize
system.
The look
No,
and layout.
it also had a perk system. I'm sorry.
Yes, but it doesn't work the same. It's
There's loads of different mods.
this game is
perk
per-
system.
I like
all
this.
perks, no skills.
I have to say, it's
I like
so
customize
cool.
my
We
ship.
just absolutely
That
love
is
this.
cool. But like, yeah, like
I could spend a
Fallout,
year in here.
Fallout
It's
1,
not
2,
just
3,
how the
and New
ship
Vegas
looks,
are
it's how
like
it
you get
performs,
skills
from
and they allow you
engines
to
to
get
shields
perks.
to weapon systems.
Fallout
Because, yes,
4 got rid
you
of
can fly
skills
it.
and it's just like you level up, you get a perk, pick whatever perk you want. And that's what this game is doing, and I hate that because it doesn't make it an RPG anymore. It makes it a shooter. And that's fine if that's what they want to make, but it's annoying. Don't call it an RPG. It's basically false advertising.
Okay, the flying is there.
It actually looks like decent.
Oh, You can fight even.
I'm hoping space will be like I know in real life. Obviously, space is very
Boom.
empty, like in Elite Dangerous. But I kind of also wish space was like more cluttered, just for gameplay purposes. I don't know.
As a sci-fi writer, I'll say that my world is much more sparse for the most part.
Yeah, and like I think it can work. It's just like as a gameplay thing, it's like, well, if space is empty like it is in real life, then it's kind of not really that fun to explore.
Except,
and you don't.
Not exactly. It's really easy to hide things in space, so it looks empty, but then you can find things.
Sure, but
Yeah,
like I'm just thinking like something like Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky, where it's like No Man's Sky, you go to the planets and there's not really a ton of reason to actually fly around in space. And then, like, Elite Dangerous, there's literally nothing in there because it's just empty. You fly to the planets, you fly to the asteroids. Space is just the medium you fly
Thanks
through.
again for being with us
And
today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on
it just
this
makes
game.
me kind of want to fly past it all.
It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you.
Okay.
Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets,
I'm just
all
like
open for you to
hoping
explore. We
that
can't
the planets
wait
will like actually
to see
have
what you
stuff to
find.
see though.
I'm betting
I'm
it has
tempted to
something.
call bullshit on that. That there's actually 100 systems.
Like,
Well-
I'm just. It's hard for me to imagine you have like really well-crafted handmade content for every single planet.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just
Yeah,
a
that
vast
would be impossible.
wasteland or forest for like most of these. Like, and that's cool, and I know some people like that, but I'm just like, I usually like to actually see cool stuff in the games I explore, not just nature.
So, there's a system that, Star Citizen has been building for several years now,
Yeah.
which used pre-generated parts with a randomizer to create
Yeah.
endless variation. They could be doing something very similar.
I know, but that just means that it's not really handmade content, so you're just seeing whatever the robot made, and it's like,
Well-
then it's not necessarily going to be interesting.
It's a
Like
combination.
I've played No Man's Sky, which is completely randomly generated. It's like, sure,
Yeah.
you'll sometimes see some really cool
What
stuff,
they
but then
could
there's
have done is generated like that at first, and then sculpt into it and add stuff later.
yeah. See, I'd be cool with that, but I love it if they'd say if that's what they're doing, because I'm worried that what they're doing is just here's a bunch of empty wasteland that you can explore, and then here's the couple of spots on the planet that are actually have cool things to see and do. It's like Star Citizen and No Man's Sky are multiplayer games, so there's at least a chance that you'll stumble upon something made by a player.
We'll have to see. We'll have to
Yeah.
see. Though, I'm still feeling pretty good about it.
Honestly, how do I say this? I usually trust my instinct with a lot of games and trailers and whatnot. So far I've not been wrong with it. I did not get a bad vibe from Starfield.
No, I didn't get
Which
a
is
vibe.
surprising.
I didn't get a bad vibe. I was just a few things where I'm like, oh, I kind of wish you either clarified this more or had done it differently, because I can feel how it's going to go just by what you're showing / describing. Like, I don't think it's going to be a bad game. It's just like, oh, there's going to be a lot of empty nothing, and there's also going to be like an RPG system that could have potentially been more interesting, but you chose to, like, you know, make
Yeah,
it
but on on one hand, and this might be why my brain is like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. If Starfield is gonna be like The Elder Scrolls, for example, or like the Fallout series, that just means there's a lot of space that modders can fill. And that might be very interesting.
Maybe I just no, I just like I don't think that the RPG system is going to be that deep, and I don't think the exploration is going to be as interesting as it could be if they like maybe scaled it down to a smaller game with like more hand designed stuff that is like has a purpose beyond just it's a space you can technically go to and see stuff. And also the like RPG system, it's like Bethesda just seems to hate the idea of like we can't ever let the player not do something that exists in the game. And so even though Bethesda games people replay them all the time, like they replay them for like
all the time.
10 plus
They
years.
do have a lot of stuff that's pretty well hidden sometimes. So
sure, but like how many times in like a Bethesda game can you think you did something that locked you out of content to where you can no longer experience that content, or that content required you to go do a different playthrough and make a different choice? Because I can't think of a ton of them. More often than not, it's like you can do whatever you want and it doesn't matter because you can just go do another thing. You're not really locked out of anything most of the time. Like that's why they went with the perk system in Fallout 4 and got rid of like skill points, is because it's like we want you to be able to do everything. We want you to use every weapon to its fullest potential. Because I don't know, I get the idea of like some people want to be able to just do everything, but I'm like I feel like that makes the game less interesting.
Here's the thing: I haven't played a lot of Fallout 4, maybe a few hours, so I'm not sure how that works there. What I can say is, again, at the end of the day, I think that's something that can be fixed with mods. But I understand the concern here.
And
okay, what now?
we'll have to see.